The Texas Supreme Court has temporarily blocked mask mandates in Dallas and Bexar Counties, siding with Governor Abbott.
No word on if Harris County is next, but it does see the precedent in this ongoing battle between the governor and city and county officials. For more on these new developments and to help us iron it all out, we bring in Professor Josh Blackman with South Texas College of Law. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
This can be so confusing about hearing who's doing what and why. Talk to us first of all about the ruling of the all-Republican Texas Supreme Court. What does it mean?
Well, the ruling itself is very narrow. It was one sentence long. It basically said the lower court ruling is put on hold while the Texas Supreme Court takes some time to decide it. But the fact that the high court put the lower court on hold suggests that the lower court will lose and that the governor will prevail.
And that's sort of what the Dallas superintendent is pointing to. He says he's going to keep the mask mandate for now. He says that the ruling didn't specifically mention the ISD, but the county, and that he's waiting on this lower court. So what does it all mean, Josh, for Harris County? Because right now we have temporary permission with this temporary restraining order to order a mandate, right?
Well, it seems that the local school districts are going to be kicking and screaming and waiting until they get ruled against, but it's going to happen eventually. Courts don't rule in the abstract. Everyone must follow it. They rule in very narrow ways. So these rulings only affect the counties and not the school boards.
All right, so you can't help but wonder what will happen if schools or municipalities defy that ruling and do require masks, regardless of what the court says.
Well, so far the school districts haven't been ordered to do anything, so they're not really defying the governor. They're going to just drag this out as long as possible. Eventually, some court somewhere will rule against the school districts. At that point, they'll have to comply.
So at this point, Josh, we're just basically seeing school districts either choosing, if they're in Harris County anyway, to side with Harris County or to side with the governor. In the end, could the Biden administration even come in and intervene in states? Do you see that ever happening?
I've read online that the Biden administration may intervene. I don't really see how. The federal government can't tell the states what to do. He can't force states to do or not to do something. So I think it's very unlikely. At most, maybe Biden will offer to pay any penalties the state school districts accrue, but I think that's unlikely.
Yes, in the beginning, we heard that there might be a $1,000 fine, and we were finding it hard to believe that they would take that money from school districts. Any word on that or what penalties could be in store?
I think it's very unlikely that fines are issued. I think this will be over within the next week or so.
Interesting. It doesn't happen very often that the Texas Supreme Court would go against the governor. Is there precedent for where the court has gone against the governor?
I think there have been, but this case wasn't really surprising. Usually in our separation of powers, the governor is up here and the counties are down here. The county judges can't tell the governor what to do. So this was not surprising. I think they're getting the law right in addition to, the politics are there. But this is, I think, the right legal conclusion.
Well, Professor Blackman, I'm glad we have you here to walk us all through this. So you think as soon as next week we will finally hear once and for all, and then everyone will go with whatever that mandate may be?
I think this will be over very quickly. This ruling yesterday from the Supreme Court of Texas was the first step. We'll have more permanent ruling later this week, and it'll be over very soon.
Okay. Josh Blackman, South Texas College of Law, thanks so much for your expertise. It's always good to see you. Have a great week.
Thank you, too.